Thanks for tuning into my channel. Sam Time. Save Auto Money Time. This is a fluid reference guide for a 2013 Impala V6 3.6 liter. On the power steering, what I used was I called the manufacturer and I asked them basically what to use, and they said use a GM 89021184 or an equivalent. Now, I didn't put down a quantity because I just topped mine off, checked both sides of the stick, make sure that they're equivalent, and I topped it off with that. The axle, I used grease on that, and as again, they said use GM 1051344 or equivalent. And I didn't put down a quantity again on that one because you don't know how much you need or how much you got to use, so I can't really give out a quantity that I used on that. The coolant, when I dumped out the fluid and then I refilled the fluid back up on the vehicle, I used a Dexcool 50/50, and I used distilled, deionized, or fresh water as a 50/50 mix with the Dexcool. Now, you can buy pre-mix, and I don't usually use that. I usually mix mine, but you can probably purchase a 50/50 mix already pre-made. Moving on. The oil that when I dumped it out and I put it back in, I used a 5W30 Sae Motor Oil, and they basically, when I called the manufacturer told me not to use anything but that. Always check with your owner's manual and check with the manufacturer on your specific vehicle. I used about 6 quarts to fill it back up with the filter. Now, I take some of the oil and I dump it in the filter and I line the gasket with it before I put the 6 quarts in. So basically I use up 6 quarts pretty much for filling that back up. The refrigerant oil, or the refrigerant itself, the label said that it had 134A in it. And I always check with the compressor or the manufacturer on quantities of that. The brakes used a DOT3 fluid, and I top that off as needed. The transmission here, when I dumped that out, I used a Dexron 6 and put that back in there, and that's Roman numeral VI, and I used basically about 7 quarts on that to fill that back up. Always remember, when you're filling it back up, check both sides of the stick, make sure they compare to each other, and always follow your dipstick. It should tell you what to use on it, and it should tell you, well, it won't tell you the quantity, but it'll tell you usually what to use on it. So the refrigerant oil, I used the PAG oil, and I didn't have to put any in this system, so basically I don't have any quantities to give out. But that's what it takes on a 2013 Impala, a V6 3.6 liter, and that's what I put in it for this specific vehicle. Hope this helps out. Hit the like button and subscribe if you would, please, and have a great day. Thanks for watching Sam Time. I just want to fill you in. This is what I use. Now, always check for errors or updates. Always check for your owner's manual and manufacturer. Always double check. I make no claims what you use and take no responsibility for what you put in your vehicle. Remember to compare both sides of the stick when applicable when taking readings. This is for reference only. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button if this helps you out when you're looking for what type of fluids to use in your vehicle.